Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Trish, and today I am going to be playing with some new to me makeup. I just recently placed a Shop Miss A order and got some new AOA eyeshadow palettes, some AOA highlighters, and I also recently got an order from Chic Decent, and I got some flower nose products from there. So we're just gonna have some fun playing with makeup. I do already have my foundation and bronzer on. I don't have any new of those to try out today, but those will be linked down below if you want to know what I'm wearing. But for now, let's go ahead and get into playing with some new makeup. But first, if you have yet to subscribe, I'd love it if you join the family. And now, let's get on to the video. So the first thing we're going to play with is some eyeshadows, and I've got this one, which is Fairy Garden, and this one, which is Sunday Afternoon, and this one, which is Flower Child. And I'm wearing a purple shirt and have blues and greens to play with. So this is going to be interesting. Hopefully I don't go anywhere today, but that's okay. I can always change my shirt. So let's go ahead and get started. I do want to start out probably with, I do want to start out with this Fairy Garden. Now, when I'm filming this, tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. I don't know if this is going up on St. Patrick's Day. It might be, but I'm going to go ahead and start with this green. And as you all know, I'm going to go ahead and take a big old fluffy brush like I always do. And let's see how pigmented these $1 eyeshadows are. So let's get that in the crease. Definitely has to be built up a lot. The pigmentation is there, it's just needs to be built up a little bit. So let's go ahead and keep building it up. I do like that. I like that. Definitely needs to be built up, but let me go ahead and do the other eye real quick. So that is just the shade right here. It doesn't have a shade name, but it's this green one in Fairy Garden. And it did build up quite nicely. I think that's a very pretty color. So very impressed with this. I'm going to go ahead now, because I'm still doing greens. And in this Flower Child palette, I'm gonna try this green. With this green here, I am going to go ahead and try a little bit more of a compact, not as fluffy of a brush, and see what we can do with that one. I like that color. And with this really packed brush, that went on beautifully and didn't take that much to build up either. Not bad for $1 eyeshadow. All right, let me do the other eye. Okay, so that's the two greens from the Fairy Garden and the Flower Child. I will say this one seems to be more pigmented. However, I did use a fluffy brush with this one. If I used a stiffer brush, I might have had more pigmentation with that. So, but they're both showing up gorgeous on the eyes. I do like that a lot. Now, I think I'm going to use this shade right here in Sunday Afternoon. Yeah, and I'm just gonna go in with my finger. It's kind of a little bit of a creamy shade there, if you can't, like, it's very creamy, so I'm very curious. All right, let's see what we got. That's a really pretty shade. Not as punchy as I would normally think, but it's still a very pretty shade. It goes really good with these greens. I do like that. I like that a lot. Let me see if you can get closer. I do like that. And that green, do you guys see how punchy that green is? Yay! Okay, now just for fun, not that it needs it because I kind of like this look, but I am going to use one of the Velour highlighters that I got, and this one is in Toxic, and I am going to tap this over that shimmer. I do love this shimmer. It is a gorgeous cream shimmer, but it's got an ethereal glow to it, if you will, for this shimmer, and I do like that. But since we are playing with makeup, I'm going to put on a little bit of a highlighter over that and see what we got. So again, I'm just gonna go in with my finger, and this is the shade Toxic. So it's a very crumbly. This was one of the ones, if you saw the swatch here, I'll give you a swatch of it. If you saw this swatched out, it does have chunks in it, if you can tell. So let's go ahead and put that on the eye and hopefully not get fallout. Definitely getting fallout. But I do like that color. And that is the shade Toxic over that green. And I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it, but it is a very textured, it's a very textured highlighter. I don't know that you would be able to use this specific one as a highlighter. I have one that I use as a highlighter and I love as a highlighter. So not all of these are created equally, but do you see the texture in that? And that does translate onto the skin, especially onto the eyes, as you can see. But I like the way it looks, so we're gonna go with it. It's like a shifty blue pink. Maybe that's the color I put underneath of it, but it's really pretty. So that one was Toxic. Here's the fun thing that I'm super, super excited about. I got some of their mascaras. I am super excited. This mascara, I wore it for the first time yesterday, so this is not technically a first impressions, but I wore it yesterday, and it does create volume. It does clump up your lashes a little, but this is like a tubing mascara. It does not come off. It does not smear, which is like a big thing for me. I'm not picky about my mascaras, mostly because I have long eyelashes. I know, hate me. But I have long eyelashes, and this one right here doesn't smear. It doesn't smear, you guys. You have to take some warm water and pull to get this off. So I really enjoyed wearing it yesterday, and let me go ahead and show you what this looks like now. And this one is the Volume AOA one. They have a length and a curl as well. But the one I'm currently using is Volume. So let me put on one coat so you can see. Okay, and that is the difference between one coat and no coats. Okay, now let's go ahead and do a second coat. And that is a second coat there. You guys, it does take a little bit to be built up. I'm not gonna lie, it does take a little bit to be built up. I put on like 4 coats yesterday, and it does start clumping. Again, it's Volume, so it's supposed to make them look more voluminous, duh. But it is supposed to give them a little bit more volume, not necessarily a length. So that does come into play with the clumpiness of it, but it doesn't smudge at all. So that is 2-3-ish coats of this. And you guys, I know it looks clumpy, and I will get closer so you guys can see, but if this is your type of look that you go for, I highly recommend this. I am curious as it dries out if it is going to be as clumpy because that's not necessarily my look, but I do like this and it doesn't smudge, and I'm buying me a backup for the summer. That's how good this is. But let me show you up close. So it's really good for $1, you guys. Really good for $1. Now, I don't know, some of their stuff on their website they do give to charities, so it might be $1.55 or $1.88. I'm always going to say it's $1 because the 88 cents or the 55 cents, you know, it goes to charity. So I'm always going to say it's $1. All right, now let's move away from the eyes for a moment and let's move on to Flower Nose. I got this from the Chic Decent website, and I will not lie, you guys, it took like 6 weeks for me to get this stuff. So keep that in mind. But I did get the Amazing Show Flower Nose Blush in number 05 Endless. And look at this packaging. It says Flower Nose. Amazing Show. It's a raised, like, gem there. And this package is just gorgeous. And then inside it is a gradient blush with a nice embossing on it. Is that not pretty? Gosh, I love it. I am totally ordering me more of these. But just to let you know, Chic Decent did take about 6 weeks to get here. It does take a little bit of time, patience. It's worth it. At least this is. I do know they have a website. I also know that their website was having a little bit of issues with shipping, so I do order from the Chic Decent. But let me go ahead, and I'm going to take my e.l.f. complexion brush that I always use for blush, and probably going to focus it up here because I have, you know, dramatic eyes today. I'm going to go for a little bit different, but that's about what I'm going to take. And it does come with a mirror, so I like that. I like that. Oh, I like this so much. Again, not my first time using it, but I have been playing around mostly with the darker blush down here to go with the bold lip that I've been doing. I really do like this blush. The lighter blush, the one at the top here, oh, so pretty. And it's almost got a little bit of a glow to it. Even though it looks matte in the pan, it does have a little bit of a glow to it. All right, and that again was in the shade Endless, number 5. Another Flower Nose product is this highlighter in Revelation. And look at this packaging. It's actually raised and gorgeous. And then the highlighter itself is just stunning. And it is also raised in the pan. The design is actually, let's see if I can show you, it is actually raised in the pan as well. But it is stunning. And oh, I don't even want to ruin it, but here's a swatch of it. And it gives just the ethereal, glow, beautiful, lit from within wet look. That's what this highlighter is. So I'm going to go ahead and use a large blending brush from BH and just get some of this product. And again, it does have a mirror, so we're just going to oh, so pretty. Definitely a hit. I did pick up some other Flower Nose products. I grabbed a powder, however, I didn't want to use that today. I've been using my pure powder. So last but not least, I got these lip pencils from AOA Studio, the Shop Miss A website, and they are called the Special Day Lip Crayons. And I think for today, I'm going to go for the shade Honeymoon. It's just a light, almost mauve color. You see this color in most makeup lines. So let me go ahead and... Okay, so that is the final makeup look using these new products. And I have to say probably the standout products, believe it or not, are going to be these little eyeshadow palettes and the blush from Flower Nose. Other than that, I'm in love with this mascara. It is not a dramatic makeup, you really want your lashes to stand out mascara, but it is a good everyday mascara that I can wear with more subtle looks when I don't have a winged eyeliner on and I'm not doing really dark makeup. This is perfect for that, and it doesn't smudge and it stays on all day. I can't stress that enough because, as you guys know, if you've watched any of my previous videos, I always have problems with mascara smearing up there because my lashes are so long. But this is definitely a good product. But all in all, there are no duds. The one product I might have a little bit of an issue with is this lip pencil. It is more of a gloss. It is definitely more of a glossy formula here, so it will need a lip pencil so it doesn't slip and slide. It's not gonna last very long, and you guys, it smells like cheap kids makeup. I realize it's $1, but I do not like that smell, and it does not dissipate. I can still smell it on my lips, like with them underneath my nose. So I'm not the biggest fan of these lip pencils, but the color is gorgeous. And this one's particular in Honeymoon, a good everyday shade, which I do appreciate. I will leave wear notes in the drop box down below on these eyeshadow palettes and whether or not they do fade during the day. I do have to say this particular highlighter and Toxic that I used on my eyelids, it's not the same. Now, I have a couple of them here. Let me show you the difference. This one here is in Stronger, and you can see how creamy and smooth that looks. And then if you take this one that I used on my eyes, Toxic, you can see the difference, how chunky that is versus the creamy smooth. So not all of these velour highlighters are created equal. Just keep that in mind when you are ordering them. If you get one that is a little bit more chunky, there are smooth ones. And the smooth ones I think are the formula I prefer. I'm not sure I'm gonna keep the chunky ones in my collection. I just prefer the smoothness of it. But that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.